Ms. Karen, the roll call, please.
Mr. Cordray?
Here.
Mr. Walker?
Here.
Mr. Rousey?
Here. Okay, if you would please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the clerk's journal and accept the tapes as the official minutes of the July 10th, 2019 Township Trustee meeting.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rousey?
Yes.
All right, we do have bills for the board this evening. Make a motion to approve EFT direct deposit vouchers number 1165269728 through 1165269806 and 1165268899 through 1165269002.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rousey?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve payroll withholding checks 305-22325 through 305-22327 and 305-22378 through 305-22387 and 305-22389 through 305-22403.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rousey?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve check number 80380 and 80, make a motion to approve check number 80380 through 80414.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rousey?
Yes.
You guys on? Yeah. Actually, want to go forward to all right. At this time, we do not have any presentations this evening, so we'll go ahead and make them. I will go ahead and open up the floor to public comments for agenda-related items at 6:32 p.m. All right. I'll go ahead and close the floor to public comments for agenda-related items at 6:32 p.m. We do not have any human resource items this evening. We do have one item that falls under current business. This is going to be Resolution 19-0717. This resolution basically grants a utility easement for Duke Energy to run the power across the township-owned property for the new fire station 76. This was a budgeted item within the construction of fire station 76. So. There's no budget impact for us with this. Do you guys have any questions?
It's just running power across the township property. How come it has to be done by resolution?
Anytime you convey an interest in your own property, it's to be done by resolution.
Gotcha.
All right. Go ahead and make a motion to approve Resolution 19-0717, a resolution authorizing execution of an easement in favor of Duke Energy Ohio over certain real property owned by the township, and more particularly described as Warren County Auditor's Parcel Number 16-04-280-003.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rousey?
Yes.
All right. Next item on the agenda is Mr. Hunter with the Officer's Fiscal Report.
That report at the end of June, we're 50% of the way through the year. The revenue that we've received so far is 59.3%, and the year-to-date expenditures is 38.938%. Everybody should have a copy of that. If anybody's got any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer.
All right, great, thank you. All right, Administrator's report this evening, Mr. Feedon, is there anything? Okay, great. All right, and then before we open up public comments, I do just want to circle back on a conversation that we had in public comments last week with regards to the budget. And I do in fact owe Mr. Wilson an apology. When we had the back and forth, and I was discussing with Mr. Centers with regards to the budget, the point that I was trying to convey was that we are not over budget for 2019 from the approved budget this board passed unanimously with regards to the police department. What Mr. Wilson is correct in the fact, and again, I apologize, is that within that budget that we did approve as a board, we did approve dipping into the reserves to make that budget for 2019. And so, again, my apologies to Mr. Wilson on that. I just wanted to clarify that. And then also just to state that even though with us dipping into the reserves for the police budget in 2019, we will still at the end of 2019 project a cushion of about 9 months of reserves within the police budget, is my understanding, or within the police funds. So with that, I'll go ahead and open the floor to public comments for all general items here at 6:36 p.m.
This is where I stand.
Yes, yeah, just if you would just state your name and address for the record.
Amanda Teeny, 930 Wildflower Lane, Mainville. So I'm on behalf of Little Miami Fast Pitch Softball Organization. We just want to publicly thank the township, the Public Works Department, and everyone that helps maintain Pesterman Park, especially Kenny Hickey and Preston, and I'm so sorry I forget Preston's name, but
Robinson.
yeah, he keeps the field wonderful for us and in great condition. This past year, we had over 150 girls or young ladies from ages 4 to 18 that played over 110 games, 125 practices, and an end of the year season tournament at the park this year. We continually hear comments and compliments from visiting teams, players, parents, umpires, and everyone else on both sides about how great the fields are, the overall beauty of the park, and just what a great place it is to play there. The park is vital to our ability to give these opportunities to the youth and to our community, and we just want to thank and go on record just to say thank you for everything and for the township providing and maintaining it throughout the season. It's been great working. Poor Kenny has answered tons of my questions throughout the years, and you've just been great. So we just want to make sure that you get the recognition and for the Parks Department for everything that you've done, and you are doing a really great job. So thank you on behalf of Little Miami Fast Pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rusty Holman, Whalen Lane. I obtained a copy of the tax budget which you guys approved at the last meeting. And I went through and I started questioning some things. I recognize that this is only a projection and it's not a final number. Okay? But if I read the numbers correctly, we're biting into the reserves for $130,000 in the general fund, $51,000 in road and bridge, $303,000 in police, $67,000 in permissive motor vehicle tax, $1,292,000 in fire, $388,000 in EMS, and the new firehouse, obviously, $2,180,000. If I add those up together, I come up with $4.4 million that our reserves or our cash balance in the bank is projected to decrease. Okay? So I encourage you guys to take a more active interest in the money and where it's being spent and how it's being spent. It's not just a matter of budget, it's a matter of fiscal responsibility. I understand the firehouse, everybody understands the firehouse. But I don't understand spending our way into needing more money from the taxpayers. And that's kind of the picture that I'm getting right now. You guys are just spending money. and I say you guys, the township is spending money to require more money to come in to fill the deficit. I don't think that's a way to run a railroad. You don't run your budget that way at home. Or if you do, you won't do it very long. Okay? Joe, you run a business. You don't run a business on a negative cash balance. Okay? Both of you guys do. All right? We're running this business on a negative cash balance. I don't think that's a good way to run the railroad. It's not a good way to spend my tax dollars or yours.
Thank you.
Becky Ailing, 5465 Zor Road. I kept my mouth shut at the last meeting. I can't do it at this one. If we continue to dip into the reserves versus tightening our belts, the reserves are going to be gone. It's just a fact. He gave you the numbers. It's not going to take long for the reserves to be gone. He stated it. You guys don't run your homes that way. You don't dip into your savings to run your day-to-day budget at home. That's what you're doing here. The reserves are your savings. If a fire truck wrecked, the reserves were there to help you buy a fire truck in the event, because insurance takes so long to get a fire truck back. Same with the police cars and everything else. The reserves are there to help with the police cars. The reserves are there to help with that kind of stuff. The reserve was never there to be placed when it was enacted, when the board that was there that enacted it was holding 25, at that point in time, they were holding 25% of the budget, and everybody else had to operate off of 75%. That's how the reserves got started. That got done away with. That got done away with at the last board, and now we're not operating with any reserves at all. It's like there's, they started funneling those away. From what I saw, I don't think we even have a reserve anymore. From what I see, the reserve is being thrown in as the general budget, in the general of everything. What is the plan? If we got upcoming levies coming up, and we're already operating in the negatives, or going to be operating in the negatives if these levies don't pass, do we got a plan? Do we got a plan what's going to happen? We got to look 5-10 years down the road, and are we looking to what's going to happen if these don't pass? We can't say, oh, these are going to pass, or we're going to just keep asking if they don't. That's not the way to do it, because the people say no, they say no. Your job is to set it out there for the people to ask. If the people say no, then it's no. He said $4.4 million in reserves going to be gone this year. On a budget of your total cash balance from the appropriation funds is $13 million. Think about that. 4.4 out of 13.6 million. And then my last comment would be, is that as any business that you run, this is a business. It's government, but it's business. And every business has a TO, or a table of organization, right? You guys might think you sit at the top of the table of organization, but you really don't. And that's one thing you always got to keep in mind. And as you work your way down through the table of organization, you always got to remember there's somebody above you in that table of organization. And whether you like us or not, sitting out here, and you think we may be pains in the butt sitting out here, we're at the top of that chain. So please remember that. And especially for some of you, it's election year. We are at the top of the food chain when it comes to the table of organization. And I can tell you, for my 16 years I sat there, I always remembered that. I wasn't the top of the TO. There was always a layer above me. And that's what we got to remember as going into this. There's always, you guys catch all the crap because It isn't these guys that run the township, or it shouldn't be. It's the three of you that's supposed to be running the township on behalf of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, we'll go ahead and close the floor to public comments at 6:45 PM. Gentlemen, do you guys have anything this evening?
A little something. Just I understand that, we do understand that this is a projection, and that there's more discussion to be had concerning the budget going forward. At least I expressed the future needs for increased police and fire protection. The population of almost 30,000, it is going to be inevitable. But you hate to ask people for money. So I think there is more discussion. I think this board is in agreement that there will be more discussion concerning this budget before it's finalized.
Yeah,
I think we're all in agreement. So that's all I have.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think we will definitely have a further, more robust discussion as we get to actually finalizing numbers and passing a capital budget at the end of the year. That I said this, Ms. Ailing and Mr. Holman stated, this is definitely a preliminary of what we passed, and there's definitely more to come with that. The only thing I have is just a reminder, since we don't have another meeting until National Night Out, that we are having National Night Out August 6th from 6 to 9 at Otters Lake. So I encourage everybody to attend. It should be a great event. I think we're going to have some different things that we haven't had there in the past, so definitely looking forward to it. I believe fireworks are going to be involved this year.
We're having fireworks.
Or we're having fireworks and some other things like simulators and things like that, so I definitely encourage everybody to put that on the calendar to attend. Other than that, I don't have anything else. All right, with that, I will make a motion to adjourn at 6:47 PM.
Mr. Forte?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.